I said, yo, me like coming up. I want to be live, but I swear it's not easy. I've been rapping my own man and girl, and my girl was doing, I'm breaking no profit. On my way, people calling me names, all the trouble I see, I do at a piece. When no suffering, no success, I copy the code, when they how I get paid. Soon I'll live on my hustle pay. Let pay, and I'm rushing myself. Keep it cool, everything have a CC. Too much rushing, I probably chasing. One day, one day. I'll get it cool. One day, my
hustle gonna pay one day. Enemies, they're gonna see my face. If I know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. I know my hustle gonna pay one day. Enemies, they're gonna see my face. If I know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. Yeah. My mama was so angry. My papa was so angry. My friend was your money. Any mess that will come on that list. So I on my way. 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 I'm on my way to this place and I'm looking for money. Looking for money, oh. Looking for money. I want to make mama happy. Want to make papa happy. Want to make all my brothers and sisters to come around me.
Yeah, copy the cool. Why you know you hustle? Why saying the go by the Genesis? Shall come to power, shall come to power. I feel I be working on Wednesday. In my love for the my, in my love for the my. All in the dark, all in the dark, all in the reach, all in the reach, all in the sun.
My mama was so angry.
Love for air.
My papa was so angry. My friend was your money. Any mess that will come on that list. So I on my way. 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 I'm on my way to this place and I'm looking for money. Looking for money.
Armando, you are a famous star now. So what do you have to say to the audience out there?
Okay, well, to the audience out there, I want to say keep focused, believe in your hustle, and one day you're going to pay. And I also want to say a very big thanks to my mom, who always been there for me during my struggle. Mommy, I love you, and I'm coming back soon.
Looking for money, want me mama happy, want me papa happy, want me all my brothers and sisters to come in.
DJ.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. It's 57 degrees in Providence, Rhode Island, and we are not getting more than 70 degrees today. It's raining, it's cloudy, it's kind of chilly. 57 degrees, it's chilly. Take heed and govern yourselves. As you go into the bus stop to take the bus this morning to go to school, or you go to work, whatever you have to do, take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. A message from Lieutenant Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson. Now, did you see the university students at the University of Liberia shouting roll, roll at the ministers of finance and state for presidential affairs? We have gone back to 1980. These were the things that happened in 1980 before the coup, before they got rid of Torba and killed our people. These are the same things that were happening. It started from the university. The students got tired with the stealing, with the incompetence, with the negative things in society, and they started to rebel. They started to rebel. And here it is. Two of our prominent ministers go on the university campus, and they are escorted off the campus by students running behind them or walking behind them singing, rogue, 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 you stole our money, rogue, rogue, rogue. Ministers of the government of the Republic of Liberia being disgraced by students of the University of Liberia. Now, when the students start calling you a rogue, these are the example of our future leaders. These are our future leaders. And here they are calling our leaders of today rogues. Old rogue, new rogue. Running these people off the campus. What does that say of our society today? What does it say of our society today? But that's just another topic for my introduction. We look at COVID-19. Now Pfizer has drugs for kids 6 months to 5 years. They need permission to start testing. That's good news. That's good news. Have you taken your booster? I've taken my second booster. I've taken my second booster. And every time I take those vaccinations, I start coughing all this film out of my system. So that just an indication of how bad this disease is and how it impacts our lungs with phlegm and mucus. So as soon as you take your vaccination, you start coughing up all these things. It loosens up all that mucus in you, and you start coughing it out, getting it out. That's why it's important that we keep wearing masks. In spite of the fact that we have this disease under control, it is deadly. It impacts our respiratory system. And with flu, with the different allergies going around now that impacting our breathing and all these kind of things, then you got COVID-19 on top of it and developing these coughs in your lungs, just sitting there, it's not good. So for you people who haven't taken your booster exam and vaccination, go out there and do it effective immediately. Call CVS or Walgreens or whichever pharmacy you have in your locality and ask them if they have your booster shots ready for you. Okay? For the younger children, we got to pray. Okay? We got to pray because they're still working on shots for them that will be conducive to their young bodies. Okay? Hurricane season is going to be terrible. It's going to be all hell this season. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. We don't know where the hurricane is going to hit because our globe has warmed up. The world has warmed up. And when you have this warm weather, this warming up of the earth, we have these terrible winds. All week we've been dealing with wind. All month we've been dealing with wind. I mean, it hasn't been that bad in Rhode Island where we are, but still, we've been having wind advisories. And for those people who live in areas where hurricanes are susceptible, this even stand greater chances of being hit on the fly. With these warning systems we have now, be feasible in the future when we have 4 or 5 hurricanes coming down at the same time because of weather conditions, because of the heating up of the world. We're going to have so many, I mean, it will become catastrophic. Because if you have 4 or 5 hurricanes touching down in one area because of global warming, it's not impossible. Look at how many hurricanes we have every day now. It's becoming commonplace. And these things are not things to play with. These are destructive winds, deadly winds. They will start appearing in places that they haven't appeared before. We'll start seeing hurricanes in places that they've never been before. And can you imagine what will happen to people in those areas that never had hurricane and all of a sudden hurricane appears and the devastation that it will wreak? So we have to take heed and govern ourselves. Our world is getting hotter, it's not getting colder. Okay, what else do I have on my thing? Celtics and Warriors. Today. The final begins today. So for all you basketball enthusiasts, make sure you check it out. Celtics is in San Francisco right now, and the first game kicks off tonight. So you can imagine all my people from this area going down there to see the Celtics play. Hang in there for good luck. Okay? Let me take a break and we start my topic for this morning. My topics are, anyway, Liberia's legislature must account for the counties and the nation's funds. 2, Dr. Glenn S. Prescod, Community Self-Help Vocational Baking School on the Buduburam Refugee Camp in the Republic of Ghana. So those are my 2 topics for this morning. Let me take a coffee break. We'll be back and we start my first topic on the Liberian legislature. Belayala was a profound prison of the Republic of Liberia under the Tuckman administration. It was a prison that had no bars. Why? Because it was in the middle of the forest. When you commit crime, they pick you up, take you in the middle of the forest, and drop you down there. Good luck trying to escape. So once you hit Belayala, you're on your own. The soldiers there to monitor you, but you produce your own food, you plant your own food, you grow everything, because that was an outpost somewhere in the wilderness, in the middle of the desert. So there were no fences or walls or anything. They just drop you down there. You want to escape? Try your luck. See how you get out of that forest. And if you get out of it, good luck to you. So Belayala, no cars will go to Belayala. You either have to walk for hours to get to Belayala in the forest, or the plane will take you. And that's the only way people used to go to Belayala. The plane will drop all the prisoners off. So when people are sent to Belayala, you're not seeing them in the city no more. When they say you're going to Belayala, you're gone. You ain't coming back. That was the ultimate prison. That when they send you to Belayala, that means they want you out of the society. You can't be in a sub-B prison. You can't be in a prison. You got to go to Belayala. So we got to reopen Belayala because we got too many criminals running around parading as government officials that need to be locked down, prosecuted, flogged, and sent to Belayala. Okay? Flogging is a part of our punitive measures. There is nobody in Liberia that cannot tell me that the mother and the father did not flog you. All of us been flogged. So there is nothing abhorring about flogging being a part of our disciplinary procedure in Liberia. And it will be. We are not Westerners. We are not Americans. We are Africans. And we will adhere to our disciplinary standards as our own standards. We will flog people in Liberia. It will be a part of our laws. When I went to school at St. Patrick High School, from 10th grade down, got flogged for disciplinary reasons. When you reach 10th grade and go up now, then you don't get flogged no more because you're supposed to be mature. But from 10th grade down, the brothers and sisters flogged you, and the government supported that. So all of these things are part of our disciplinary standard, and we must maintain them in our standards because we are not foreigners. We are Liberian people. We must maintain our standards of discipline. When we lose our concept of how we discipline our people, our own standards of dealing with our criminals and things, and we begin to adhere to other people's standards that are not conducive for our societies, we lose concept. We lose control of the idea or concept of discipline, of maintaining law and order. And this is why our society is running amok. Because we see the people doing the criminalities in our society. For so many years, they have gotten away with it. Our disciplinary processes have not been finalized and set in stone because people do everything they want to do in our country. We got laws on the book. Our people don't follow the laws. Our people do what they want to do. And when our people do what they want to do, it breaks down the system of law and order. It breaks down the system of discipline. It breaks down the system of conducive communication. And we have to adhere to those things that are good for us. They are good for us. Look at these other foreign societies. They can't control their youth. They can't control their youth. Look at all the mass killing by young people. Why would a young man want to take a gun to go into school and kill other people? Even if you're angry at your friends, we fight. We don't go in and buy guns and come to kill our teachers and our students. No, that's a different kind of discipline. That's a breakdown of discipline in the society. When there's a breakdown of discipline in the society, we go all kind of way. We go all kind of way. And we wonder why we can't control the guns. It's not the guns that are killing people, it's the people killing people. And our young children are not under control of their parents. We've lost control. And the same thing will happen worse in third world countries because these Western countries have had years of development, years of experimenting with human lives, years of experimenting with changes and development. We haven't had those kind of things. We haven't had those kind of things. If it wasn't for the white people and black people being brought from Africa to America, the racism here wouldn't be that bad. The racism in America is perpetrated against black and minorities, people of color. So it's not perpetrated that much against white people. Yeah, they got issues. They got ethnic issues and stuff like that, but it's not as bad as racism and hatred for other people. You see? So their system of development, I want to tell you, our system can't depend on the American system. Look at the Korean system. They don't flog people. They don't flog people. That's a highly developed system. But that they understand that for them to maintain the standards that is traditional, standards that are traditional to their society and their people, they must use measures that demonstrate and ensure that these standards are held and kept. That's why in Korea, with all the modernization, they still are flogging. They call it caning. You do certain crimes, you get caned. They ain't going to jail you. They ain't going to jail you. If you in jail, you'll be in jail to be caned, to go to court, to be tried, and the judge will tell the people how many lashes they're going to give you. They did it to the American boy who was in Korea. He went to Korea and went and started spraying and graffiti on the people's wall. They arrested him. They say you're going to be flogged. That's our law. You do graffiti, you get flogged. America said, no, you can't be outside. You can't be outside. No, you can't. He's civilized. He's civilized. Yeah, well, he's civilized. When he come in America, he's civilized. But in Korea, he's going to get caned. And they cane him. They flogged the hell out of that little nigga. They flogged him. They flogged him. Now, when I said nigga, it wasn't white. I don't care about white or black. I'm just using the word. Okay? He was white. You know, but when you start acting like that, spraying things on the wall, things, that's a wayward behavior here. And in America, niggerism is a wayward behavior. So you don't care whether you're black or white or blue or purple. When you do niggerish things, you're a nigger. So they flogged him. And they caned him properly and sent him back home. And that's a country that understands its laws and how significant its laws are to maintaining its society and its societal standings. Only in Africa, like Liberia, we don't understand what it means to have our own laws and our own standing. Listen to our foreign minister, that damn road called Samuel Twe, talking about he using the road fund because our international partners gave him the go. Who are international partners? Huh? The international people to tell you to pay $8 million or $10 million. You won't pay them, but you listen to the white international partner and tell you to steal our money that has been put in law to build our roads, and you tell us your foreign partners to that. Sam Twe should be flogged. Without mercy, he should be flogged. He should be hog-tied and flogged. You don't come and violate our laws and tell us foreigners told you to do that. And you, a minister of the Republic of Liberia, you tell me that foreigners tell you to violate our law with your late useless representatives and lawmakers there? The criminal thieves calling themselves lawmakers? You violate our law because of that? You should be hog-tied and flogged. And these are the things our leaders get away with. They have gotten away with it from time immemorial, from the founding of Liberia. We put our laws down. We put stringent things in laws to keep our society safe and secure. And these people come with their education and their knowledge and feel that they can do what they want to do, trash our laws, walk over our laws, and give some kind of flimsy excuse. No, it don't work like that. Our laws are made through process. Before laws are made, before we make laws, they go through processes. They go through debate. They go through scrutiny through the legislature, and they vote. And our laws are made and put in our books. People cannot just come and change those laws on their own, or because they think they know a book, or they got some kind of flimsy excuse, or they got some kind of foreign partners backing them. No, that's not how our country works. You will be flogged. If that's a Tony Commander Chesson, you will be tried and flogged like a dog to set an example to our people that when we take time to make laws, when we set procedure and precedents down to make laws, people do not change our laws arbitrarily. You don't just get up on your own and change our laws. No, we have processes. Just as we have processes to making laws, we got processes to ending laws or aborting laws or changing laws or modifying laws. We got process. You can't just get up overnight and say, oh, this system not working, so we need to try this other system. No, it doesn't work like that. When you violate our laws, you bring down our whole system of governance and leadership. You disparage it. And we can't tolerate that. So it's the same with our legislature. Yeah, all these people, ignorant people, half of them not educated. We have a legislature of dummies. So they are just prone to stealing and deception and corruption and misleading and being fooled themselves because they're not educated. And when you have a legislature of people that are incompetent, they're not educated, they're just blind, anything can happen to our country. Our country has no sound leadership. So here we are with the legislature, they're forcing among themselves. Because Yeke Koloba knows that things these people are doing are corrupt. They are corrupt. They're not in the best interest of the Liberian people. That's why he himself has written asking the legislature to audit themselves. Because he fears the corruption, the mismanagement, the misappropriation, the misuse of government funds, the stealing, they're just too much. And our country cannot survive on these kind of standards. Our country can't continue to live. The world not getting better. The world is getting harder. Look at right now. You can't find baby food. Why? Because people are locking down their country because of diseases. And China not changing their laws. They're sticking to their principles to save their society. They don't care about the rest of the world. Starving? No. They care about their people. Who do you think will suffer the most? Other countries produce food. We don't produce nothing. We just beg, and just, hey, please give me. That's all we're doing. So where are we going to get the means to supplement our food supply for our people? We don't. Because we don't have the leadership that thinks, first of all, for the future. We don't have the leadership that thinks for us, saving our people. We don't have the leadership that thinks at all. We got a dumb leadership. We got nothing but dumb people there. The president dumb, the vice president dumb, the speaker dumb, the deputy speaker dumb. I mean, we just go down the line, dumb. And here we are. We're in a dumb state of existence. We're in a dumb state of existence. Because there is no way leaders of our country will just be focused on themselves and their salaries and salaries of their friends and buddy. And our country don't have nothing else. Everything coming in the country just going to salaries. The people can't even pay the salaries no more. Now we have no money for salaries. They got to go into the road fund. What does that tell us? People have depleted our country money. These people have depleted our societal money. We ain't got no money in the country. When you can't pay the people's salary no more, you got to go into our road funds to get money. What happened to our money? What happened to the money of the Liberian people? So the children at the University of Liberia were right for calling Samuel Twe a rogue. They were right for calling Nathaniel McGill a rogue. They're right for calling George Weah a rogue. They're right for calling all these criminals leading Liberia rogues. They are rogues. They are rogues. And there's evidence to demonstrate that they are rogues by their behavior, by their incompetence, by their pure negligence to serve the Liberian people effectively. They are rogues. Only rogues behave like that. So it's up to us now. Are we going to stand with Yeke Koloba and demand that this legislature be audited? Or are we going to sit down here and try to play the game and say, oh, he crazy. Oh, Yaka is a troublemaker. Yeah, Yaka is a troublemaker. But his troublemaking is good. It's good for our country. Because people cannot just sit down in our country and just misuse our funds and be ignorant and blind to the plight of the Liberian people. And we accept it time and time again. No, my people. For too long, we let our leaders do what they want to do. We got to come together now. This is the only way our country will change. We got to come together and demand accountability. We got to come together and demand responsibility. We got to come together and demand audits of our leaders. You can't trust me. Even me. I need to be audited. Even me. Because that ensures that I understand what the responsibility that I have to the Liberian people when I want to audit myself. Because everything, charity begins at home. If I want other people, I audit myself, audit my office, make sure my office is clear. Because when I come after you and you corrupt, if I audit myself, you know what I will do to you when I catch you. So it's up to us. We can't make excuses for our country. We can't make excuses for our mom and pa. We can't make excuses for our brothers and sisters. We can't make excuses for our cousins. Liberia is for us. We have a duty and responsibility to demand that whoever leads our country, lead it in the right, effective, and proper manner. And we don't care who you are. You can be our mom, our pa, our brother and sister. When you step to the plate and say you can lead our country, you better demonstrate effective leadership or we're coming after you. We're coming after you. We don't care who you are. We're coming after you. Just like I'm going after my cousin Benani Yura. I'm going after every one of my relatives that have stolen from my people. They got to give our money back. They have no rights to hold the Liberian people hostage by stealing our money. They have held me hostage. All these years, why you think I'm not in Liberia? You think I'm happy being out of my country? Huh? Knowing that I don't have to be out of my country, I could go join those guys and steal too and make money just like them and be rich too. But what would that benefit me? It can't benefit me because in the end, my own children will suffer. Because if I steal now and break my country down, my children got to live in my country. Where they'll go, no matter where in the world they go, they want to come home to Liberia. Just like you see me talking to Liberia, I can't come home right now with all the criminals in Liberia in my country. They want to kill me. I ain't coming home. But that don't mean I'll forget about my legacy and who I am and what my obligations and duties and responsibilities are to Liberia and Liberian people. I can't forget those things. Those are ingrained in me from birth. I'm not a criminal. Only criminals don't care about other people. Only criminals think they can just do what they want to do and get away with it. Only criminals do those kind of things. And our society is not a criminal society. I know our society is not a criminal society. We are people of law and order. So we got to reignite that spirit within us that demand law and order. We got to reignite that spirit within us that demands accountability. We got to reignite that spirit within us that says enough is damn well enough. And our leaders will not trample upon us no more. They got to account for what they're doing. All of us got to account. Our leaders got to account to us. The Liberian Legislature got to account to us. We can't have these criminals running around our country saying they're lawmakers. We can't have these ignorant people who can't read and write sitting down there scratching their head, making laws for us. Are we crazy? All the educated people we got of Liberian people who will take the worst people to put in our legislature, a bunch of criminal warlords and bandits like Prince Johnson and the rest of them, we put them in our legislature, talking about they're our savior. What kind of savior is saving us? Our people can't eat now. Our people have no means of upliftment beyond what scraps we get from the table of these criminals. Enough is enough. The time of the Liberian people is now. If y'all can't find a leader, call me. I'm ready to lead. And they know if they call me, people getting flocked, people going to jail, people going to Belayala, because I don't play that shit. And all of them know me. Why you think they don't come to watch my show? All of them know me. Half of the country, my family. Half of the country, my friends. I know Liberians. All of them know me. But they know I don't take shit. They know I don't stand for corruption. They know me because I have a track record. I have a track record. I'm not a man just talking. You see me following anybody? I don't follow people. I don't follow people because I have a track record of honesty, of leadership, of discipline. And I will not compromise it to serve on the criminals and bandits and their rogues. My own cousin better than you. I read jail better than you. I would jail him without hesitation, without thinking. I would flog him without thinking because I know he stole. I know he stole. There is no way better than you can be the richest man in Liberia. He's a damn rogue. Tell him I say so. And I'd rather flog him. I'd rather pull him down on his high horses, put him in court, try him, and flog him before a military tribunal and jail him for the rest of his life. So help me God. And if I can do that to my cousin, imagine what I would do to the other people who steal from the Liberian nation. The time of the Liberian people is now. We can change our country, or we can let it stay with the bandits and criminals and keep trying to justify their behaviors. I don't do that. The only justification I look for is through the law. And if the law says do not justify, your ass will be flogged and sent to Liberia. The time of the Liberian people is now. I looked up. Continue. My class is done and stop it. Let me take a break and we'll start our next class. I'm so amazed at my Liberian people on the Buduburam Refugee Camp in Ghana. I'm amazed because since we started the school a month ago, these children have really gravitated towards learning how to bake, learning how to restructure their lives, learning how to find hope in something. And my young CEO there, Roland Duloka, he and his team of leadership people have done a good job, man. These people ain't got no college degree, but they understand how to lay the planning up. We talk about things. They share their ideas with me. And if I got objection to it, I tell them, no, guys, you can't do it this way. You got to do it that way because of this and this and this. And they say, okay, well, we'll do it. Or they tell me, well, Dad, we thought about that because, but so and so happened, we can't do it that way. So I said, okay, let's do what you want to do. So that's how we've been getting along. And the leadership team has really amazed me because some of the things these guys doing, man, some of the things they're baking, you know, with a little cash they got. They're selling the things they bake, but they're not making big money to make profit or anything. They're just breaking even and they're taking that same money, putting it back in the business, buying butter and flour. You know, you got to buy flour. You got to buy butter. Then the same thing we talk about discipline. Discipline. I'm lucky I found this guy. Many people in our society are not disciplined than my young CEO. They don't love our people like my young CEO, Roland Duloka. That's why I'm finding money to invest into these people because I see there's somebody there who want to stand up to change his own, not only his own life, but the life of people around him. You see, so he get it up. Like yesterday, I spoke to him. He said that I just got home. I've been to work from 6 to 6. I said, well, you're the CEO. You understand what it is now to lead. Leading is it's harder than working with your hands because you got people, everybody coming to you with their complaint. Everybody coming to you with what they want. Everybody, can you imagine what it is working 25 years in a correctional facility? It's like babysitting. That's all I did for 25 years. With the women, the men. I go to work, I hear every complaint of the women. Every personal problem. Everything the women will tell me. Because they got nobody to talk to. I'm the leader. I'm the man that say yes, no to anything they do. So they come and relay everything to me. Sometimes I'll tell them, no, stop the information too much. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because there's so much of those things you can hear. So now you got to put it on God. I tell them, no, stop. The information is too much. I got the picture. Or they will go into detail. The same with the men. The men are no different. They will come and talk everything to you. I did that for 25 years. For 25 years. And doing it, you got to know how to discipline people. You can't discipline everybody for something one person may have done. So you got to understand how to discipline. You got to understand judgment. You got to have judgment on making rules and decisions. Working in the prison is hard. It's not easy. It's a good profession. Some people put it down. But how many people can you deal with? Understanding their idiosyncrasies, their criminalities, and being able to keep your judgment sound, not to be bamboozled or gullible enough to fall into their schemes and traps. Do you know how many schemes and traps I had to go through in my 25 or 27 years as a correctional officer? You know how many? That's what makes me seasoned. And nothing moves me because I've seen it all. You see it all. What I haven't seen, what I haven't heard, what you haven't experienced. You see, and when you can mold all those things together, with our animosity, with our making it personal, you become a good leader of people because you can decipher bullshit from reality, lies from facts, deception from bullshit, reality. You learn to decipher all these things. So just when somebody opens their mouth to talk, I can tell you who they are right away. I don't even have to be around them. Just by how they open their mouth and sound. Because I've been in that area for long and on my job to study those things, to study behaviors. And all these things relate to our society and the behavior of the criminals in our government today. That's why I can call them criminals, because I know them. I know them. I dealt with them for 25 years in a foreign land. And the criminals here are far more smarter than the criminals in Liberia. The criminals in Liberia are not criminals, they're just the criminals. But when you meet real smart criminals, you better know where you stand. You better know where you stand. So all this thing we're going through in our country, it's just petty deception and lies. This thing we've been through since 1980, we're still going through it. And our society got to change. We got to identify good leaders based on track records, based on what they have done, how they have demonstrated themselves, whether they serve in the community or not. We can't take people from America because they come from America and put them in our government. No, those people have not been tested. Because you graduate with master's degree in America does not mean you can lead Liberia. I just told you, I spent 25 years in the prison studying people's behavior, dealing with people's behavior. You cannot take a college student and put him where I went. You can't even put him in an environment to study people because he does not have the capability. It takes experience. It takes years of failing and getting up and finding out that you've been deceived, that you've been lied to, that people are smarter than you got to be smart too. So people just come out of college and go lead Liberia. No, The first thing you got to find out when you graduate from college, have you served in the Liberian community? In your state, have you served in the Liberian community? No. How in the hell you will work in Liberia? How in the hell you go to Liberia to lead Liberian people when you have not served in the Liberian community in your state? You do not know the mentality of the Liberian people. The people in the mentality of the people in Liberia mirrors the mentality of the people in the American society. It's almost the same thing. It's almost like our people never change. Some of the ways the people behavior, you think they never came to America. You wonder how did people get to America? Because the behavior is just the boost behavior in Liberia. No different. No different. Because they never mingle with American mainstream society. They went to work. They came straight from work in the Liberian community, sat down, went to the community shop, drank beer, ate a cold bowl with their brother, came back home and went to sleep. They never interacted with mainstream American society. So you never understand the society that you're living in. You live in America, but you're still Liberian. You don't mix with American people. You don't go out with them. You don't go to their social affairs. You stay in the Liberian community. So what do you know about America? You know nothing about America. You know nothing. You know only thing the things you come from work with, and the things you do at work and come home is not enough to say that you have learned about American society. America is big and grand. American people are so many, man. The languages in this country that will make this country so great. You travel from one to America. I didn't know when I came to this country. I didn't know so many Hispanic people were here. Because in Liberia, we have limited knowledge of America. We think we know America, but we don't. When I came here, I saw a whole different world, man. I saw Hispanics. I saw everybody from the whole world in this country. And they're all American. That's the wonder of this country, man. You meet people from all over the world speaking just as you speak, understanding the American system just as you understand it. It is unbelievable. For you people who don't travel, for you Liberians who've been in this country and don't travel, you need to travel to really understand the great wonders of America. Don't travel out of America. Just in America alone, the things you can see in this country will blow your mind, man. It will throw you out of the water. It'll blow your mind. That's why I feel so good when I travel to different states and I go there. I don't just go to the Liberian community. I go to different things. We'll see what's happening in the state. Go to see what's going on in the state beside the Liberian community so I can learn about that state a little bit. You know? And these are the things we need, that exploring spirit. You can't just stay in your community. You need to get out of your community. Go different places. Just go visit. Today is what? On the weekend. Then take a Saturday and say, I will drive to Massachusetts. I will drive to this. I will go see this monument. I will go see that. Just get up and go. Just get up and go. Some places are free in America. Some places you have to pay. But everywhere you go, find out where you can go see historical things, not only about African Americans, but about America. This is a great and powerful nation. And once you understand how wonderful America is, you become more appreciative of American people. You know, some people come and look at the racism and things like that, but there is far greater things. There are far greater things that make this country great than the racism and all of this. Some people don't even care about that kind of thing in this country. Some people are far removed from that racism and that kind of stuff. They don't even care about it. So it behooves us to understand our community, to strive to build our lives better, to understand that whatever happens in our community impacts us. Don't think say, oh, it happened to Jones, it will not happen to me. Because there's a saying in America, what goes around comes around. That means if it goes around, it will come to you. What goes around comes around. It will come around me. That's what they say. What goes around will come around me. So it comes around. Okay? So when you see things go around, you say, it ain't going to happen to me. it's going to happen to you sooner than later. Aluta. Continue. Now, let me bring a video of my lecture on the Buduburam Camp so we can see how progressive they are before I leave and end my show for the day. This will be for the people. The people. The people. The people. Oh, where's my desktop? See people. Enjoy, my people.
Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. People dance, people dance, people
Morning. Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Lena Guyon.
Yeah, what are you baking today?
Today we're baking coconut tart and chips.
Okay, thank you so much. Nina Green, right?
Yes, Lena
Okay.
Guyon.
Can I see for yourself? Is it NTAC? Your student? Madam, what's your name? Please let me see you. What are you doing today? Coconut bread or coconut tart? Okay. All right. I feel 1 month ago, I feel learning in school. Okay? Are you picking on it?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yes. Next to you. Yeah, what's your name? Yes.
We are doing coconut tart and chips.
Yeah. What's your school name?
My school name is Religious.
No. Dr. Glenn.
Dr. Glenn's.
Vocational school. Send help.
Help Center.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. And they say good morning. And they say good morning. Yeah, I want to hear your view this morning. One more teaching now. Oh, say thank you so much. I want to hear from you. Daddy said, yeah. Okay. All right, thank you so. Okay, thank you so much. I say thank you. I appreciate your effort. God continue to bless you. Madam, what's your name? Madam, what's your name? Your name? Yeah, what are you doing today? Come closer. I want to hear from you. Please come closer. What are you doing today? Okay. Yeah, what's the school name?
I want to smile.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Good afternoon. Say Ruth.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to hear your view today. One more go, one more in the school. I want to hear your view. Yes, that's everything in the building today. We're baking today for the house.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we are baking shortbread.
Yeah. Shortbread.
Yeah, short.
Can you display shortbread for us?
Yes, we are doing the rubbing method today. We have the creamy, we have the rubbing. So today we are doing the rubbing method. Each group will be baking one baking sheet of shortbread.
But I want to know if your training, your student in your class, there's picking or don't know.
Yes, my students are picking up. They are picking up very well. That's why today I decided to observe them, and they are doing their own measurement.
All right.
Me happy.
Okay. I say thank you so much. Yes. Happy New Month to you.
Yes.
We love you guys. Yeah, this is CEO Rona Estroga.
Right.
Hello. Hello. What's your name?
My name is Panada Saki.
Yeah, what's your school name?
My school name is
Yeah. Well, I studying the school here. I lesson going through it. Almost one month already. Are you picking it fast or you learning something good here? Can you explain to me more? What experience get? Find one more. What about strawberry you doing today? Raw strawberry, right? Okay, thank you, Lord. This is Rona Estroga. Hello. Can you tell those man who identify you? I want to know you better. Yeah, what's your name? Yeah, what's your school name? Okay. How experience get to school now? Enter one more now. How far are you learning?
I didn't even know how to do the mixing of bread or flour now.
Yeah.
I know how to do what bread.
Yeah.
I know the mixes now. And then besides, I didn't even know that you use smoky bread baking and other stuff.
Okay.
In the past one month I've been here,
Yeah.
I know that we can even use orange juice
Yeah.
to mix to put in the bread.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful.
Oh, I want to taste and get my orange juice in the bread. Who you taste?
They gave you good flavor.
Wow. Okay.
Make the bread to smell very nice.
Okay. All
So I'm
right.
very grateful.
Okay. Any message to CEO the sleep page on?
Yes, I'm grateful for what I'm learning here, and I tell
Yes. For me, I'm not in baking, but I don't know. I don't know to message. What you want to message?
Well, now as you can see, we are mixing 12 mixes, baking short bread, and the 12 mixes we are using 12 cup of flour, 12 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 cup of sugar, and cinnamon flavor to give it a very nice smell and taste. Orange juice for a nice.
Now look at what it is.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let me remove this. I hope you enjoyed it, as I did. That's my show for today. Stay tuned tomorrow. Where I am, there ye shall be also.